Hello YouTube and welcome to this new video on Zenless Zone Zero. It is me, once again the friendly neighborhood owl, here to react to stuff, and today we have a Seeds animated short film Love, Death and Constructs. Is this a play on words with the Love, Death and Robot series of episodes slash mini-films? I don't really know what to call it. I've never actually watched it, but from my understanding, each episode is its own thing. But maybe this is indeed a reference to this. Once again, and as usual, I am late, which I suppose you should be used to by now. But the fact is that today I am going to go through Seed's story, and it was recommended to me by viewers to watch this Seed animated short film before doing her story because it does explain some things about her past. Don't worry, they did not spoil me anything about it. And before anyone says anything, yes, I know that today is the release date for Genshin Impact 6.0. Yes, I do want to play it, but I think that it makes more sense for me to continue on my ZZZ streak until we're done with everything ZZZ related, and then we can jump onto Genshin Impact, which we should be able to do tomorrow. But today is Seeds Day, so let's watch the animated short. But before we actually start, I need to turn myself into an owl. Now, let's go. Oh, it's Baby Seed, I think.
Destruction. Chaos. Death. I had always thought humans had been left with nothing in the wake of this devastation. But then, I saw her. A flower blooming amidst the ruins.
No.
Warning, extremely high-risk target initiating.
Wait, what? Does the robot want to
Trapped
kill
for
her?
half a month with barely any signs of corruption. It's practically a miracle. However,
Is there something wrong, Doctor?
there are serious flaws in how she perceives and comprehends life. I'm not sure what she's been through, but I must remind you, she has no heart.
What does that
Here.
mean?
From now on, this will be your home. No, stop. Why are you eating the flowers?
It looks so fragile. I can't eat it?
What's the connection?
You want to take in this orphan, but what can you do for her?
Wait, is he getting corrupted?
Are you concerned about me? I'll be fine. You've grown another 3 centimeters. This one's different from our dolls at home. Try touching it. I shall teach her how to have a heart. I will plant a seed in her heart. I will carefully nurture this flower from the ruins. How about we make a promise?
A promise?
As you know, I've been falling asleep lately. You must learn to take care of yourself at such times. Since you like the cockpit, why don't you pilot me and help others when that happens?
You mean I'll be Seed?
More or less. You're talented. I know you can handle it.
Oh god. Oh no. I thought we could be happy, but no.
You tried to dismantle the self-defense system behind our backs? It's only a matter of time before the logic core completely fails. Don't you understand? It's suicide, Seed! Did that even cross your mind?
I have no regrets. I've always prioritized following orders. But just this once, I wanted to prove that I do have a heart. And so does she.
Eradication mode engaged. Locking onto high-risk target.
Looks like a human hand.
Seed? Seed?
Was Seed a human before?
Seed, are you feeling sleepy again? You keep conking out at weird moments these days. Look at this flower. It looks so fragile, but it's growing. I don't get it. Will I finally understand once I grow taller? But I don't want to grow any taller. It'll get really cramped inside the cockpit.
She's got a point.
Seed? Are you asleep again? Good night, Seed.
I have no regrets. It's just a pity that I won't get to see her blossom.
Oh, so I guess he's not waking
I
up.
planted some seeds in the ruins where I first met her. I wonder if they've grown into a field of flowers now. Good night, Flora.
So her name is Flora. Wait, that is the end. Oh, wow. Okay, so we end on Seed Senior's passing. Okay, so that was definitely a sweet and emotional animation. It wasn't filled with action or anything like that. It was just really character-driven, I guess, to hammer home the point that basically Seed was an orphan that was left in the wake of some kind of holo disaster, which I assume is unfortunately the case for many, many people. I mean, the first few seconds here, I might as well replay them. The first few seconds, yeah, where they show you all the corpses, it's really just to hammer home the point of how holo disasters can affect the common people. Because, to be honest, in the game, I am not used to seeing these kinds of things, right? We're not used to seeing these kinds of disasters. And this few precious seconds here definitely show that there is a reality behind the holo disasters, and that reality is often ugly, and it leaves children all alone. Just like this kid just lost her mother, or something similar. I don't know if this woman is actually the parent for this child, but the child definitely is very sad, and I assume this is unfortunately a common sight whenever a holo disaster happens. Now, there is this line from, well, I don't really know who she is, though she does have a beautiful voice, but there is this line saying that Seed Senior was trying to dismantle the self-defense system behind their backs. And I assume it's a reference to this red thing that he's removing from his forehead in order, from my understanding, to prevent himself from firing upon Seed, because the onboard computer saw Seed Jr. as a threat. So this is the part where I was a bit confused, because you heard me say it, this is looking like a human hand. Now, we do know that Seed Senior is a construct, which is why he had such a difficult time trying to break free of his own self-defense mode that was ready to murder a poor child, but seeing a human hand here, I wonder if Seed was originally a human being or if this is just a metaphorical hand. Because, spoiler warning if you haven't done the main quest of 2.2, but we learned during the main quest that Orphe is a clone of a legendary soldier, and Magus is some kind of a copy of this legendary soldier's consciousness, and Magus is considered to be an intelligent construct. So I wonder if this is the same thing with Seed. He used to be a regular dude, but then either he died or something happened and they copied his consciousness onto this robot. Now once again, I am still confused about this idea because it seems like the robot slash intelligent construct has two specific and distinct part to itself. One that it cannot control per se, like the self-defense mode, and one that represents whoever Seed's personality was based on. I say this because Seed Senior has prepared Seed Junior to take over. I should call her Flora. That will make things a bit easier. Seed Senior has prepared Flora to use him when he's asleep, which I assume is a side effect of him removing his self-defense mode, because as the woman said, it would be kind of like self-destruction, so slowly he would degrade and get corrupted, maybe, but he still chose to do it because he wanted to save Flora, which is very sweet of him. But the fact is that he was preparing her to take over the role of Seed because he knew he didn't have that much longer to hold on to. But the fact is that the robot is still functioning despite the lack of Seed Senior's personality. Maybe I'm just asking too many questions. Okay, not gonna lie, this really made me laugh, the fact that she wanted to eat the flowers, and afterwards she says something along the lines that they are fragile, so why can't she eat them? And I was like, what's the connection? So are you going to eat anything that looks fragile to you? I don't think that makes quite a lot of sense, but oh well. You do you, little Seed, you do you. Though maybe this is an explanation for what the doctor lady says here. There are serious flaws in how she perceives and comprehends life, which might also explain why I always feel like I should run away from her as far as possible whenever she speaks. If you've seen me do the 2.2 story on stream, you know what I'm talking about, but basically whenever Seed is speaking, I don't know what it is, but it makes me want to run away as far as possible from her. Like there is something that just makes me uneasy when she speaks. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there is something wrong with the voice acting performance. The voice acting performance is solid. That is not an issue. It's, I guess, the direction they decided to go with in order to portray this character that really puts me on edge. But at the end of the day, despite being a bit strange, at least to me, she is definitely a sweet kid. And I actually liked Seed during the main story, but it doesn't remove the fact that yeah, she makes me uncomfortable for some reason. I can't quite explain why, but it is still there. That being said, let us question the fact that she was trapped for half a month with barely any signs of corruption. I assume they mean trapped inside of a hollow, which is generally how you get corrupted. Now, I am very curious as to how she managed to do that. I mean, I know some people are more resistant to ether corruption than others, but 2 weeks seems like a long-ass time. Of course, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong and teach me about the ways of the hollows, because I am very curious about anything that is lore related. I can't promise I will remember everything all the time, but I am interested nonetheless. To get back to the point, a child her age being trapped for 2 weeks without anyone, probably inside of a hollow, not being corrupted. How did she get food? How did she actually survive? And were there no ethereals at all to try and kill her, because that is basically what they tend to do. So that definitely opens more questions about her and her circumstances. As for this little montage of Seed Senior taking care of Seed Junior / Flora, it is very cute, it is very adorable, and it has a lot of heart. Now, I think I've mentioned this before, but a viewer told me that the agent story that I am going to do later today is going to be quite emotional, so I am definitely very curious to learn more about that, though I do question whether or not I will manage to connect to Seed on an emotional level, given the fact that she makes me want to run away. So I don't know if I'll react the same way as other players have, but for that you'll have to wait and see what happens later on today at 6 PM Central European Summer Time, as I will be streaming the Agent story. I am going to leave you on this beautiful and very cute image of Seed as a baby, and I shall hopefully see you later. I still don't know what I'm really bringing here aside from my yapping. If you enjoy my yapping, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for even more yapping. And we do even more yapping on live streams every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Central European Summer Time and every Saturday at 4 p.m. Central European Summer Time. On that note, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video or the next live stream.